stop real quick. Now, go ahead and shut it off. We did get knock right there. And we can specifically see that model right here in this data log. 36, 4, 4400, we saw that it went from 6 and it dropped down here, and then it came back up towards the top. 6 right here means it wasn't knocking. So in this range right here, we saw some knock activity. Now let's take a look at the power output on the dyno here. We're seeing the power is now showing 305 torque and 290 horsepower, which is about right on this dyno for a bolt-on Subaru STI. Let's take a look here just quick at the boost control. So we're finding right here, we're pretty much tracking to the target, looking at that. We did see a tiny bit of overstep. We were commanding 237 and we hit 244. That's pretty good. I'm not going to go chase that anymore. I think the boost control is nailed down. If we look at the white line here, that's our boost air. That is pretty close to 0 all throughout. So I think that profile looks good. Let's double check. Duty cycle here is 94, 95%. If we go to our second, third, fourth chart versus time, this is taking a look at the EQ ratio air, percentage of how far we're off by from the target to the actual. We look at that's pretty good. Our target 76, we're between 76, 77. That looks great. So the fuel's good, airflow modeling's good, boost control's good. It's just now the spark timing. We did see this behavior here. So we're noticing right now, we're seeing here that right about here, right about 36, we see that drops the timing back. So we were getting knock, it was detecting it, and was pulling it out. So we see the knock feedback is reporting at. Going a little bit higher here. It starts to dissipate away. Right about maybe 6,000, it kind of goes away. What I'm going to do is not change anything yet with our spark timing. I'm going to go and change the AVCS. I might back down maybe a degree of spark timing here between 36 and maybe 44, even 48. Let's actually pull the timing out first. Specifically here, 2.7 to about 3.3. This looks like where we had that issue. As we add our timing, as we add our variable cam in, and we start to get the variable cam optimized, which is pretty straightforward on one of these. There's not a whole lot to gain, a whole lot to adjust in terms of the AVCS. But once we dial that in, we can get a little bit more aggressive with our spark timing. So when we find it knocked here, it may not knock after we go in and change the AVCS, dialing in some overlap. So just for perspective's sake, I am going to go pull out 2 degrees, a degree right here. So let's double check where that range is. 36 to roughly 48. Now, if we're starting to see it knocks here, that means it started to probably knock around 32. So I'm actually going to go in here and change that from 32 to 52. So 32 to 52. I'm going to go and pull out a degree right here. And that should be good. We'll just reduce it down here just a little bit. And we're going to copy the rest of the table values here into the rest of the tables. So this primary table into the rest, just make them all the same. And we're almost done here. We are going to go to the AVCS quick and just throw the values in from our Excel spreadsheet. Those are really good starting points, and I don't find that they really make much of a difference beyond changing the values from what we have in the spreadsheet values. So let's jump into airflow variable cam. We have our intake cam base. If we jump into our Excel spreadsheet under the let's go find here AVCS, we're going to take these table values. We're going to copy them, jump back in here, and we're going to paste. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.